Dual Cultivation, WN, Chapter 21. And you call yourselves a man? After Elder Lan left, Su Yang went back inside his room to cultivate. However, it wasn't long before a group of people approached his house with irritated expressions on their faces, clearly here to cause trouble. Su Yang, get your ass out here right this instant. You have been hiding inside that house like a turtle in his shell while being protected by girls for the past few days, but now that you've stabbed yourself in the foot, who will stop us from approaching you? Su Yang, I will fucking kill you for touching my girl. Ever since Su Yang opened up his massage parlor, he has seen more than 500 girls. However, it was obvious that the majority of these girls, if not all, already has a partner within the sect. While Su Yang did not touch them vulgarly in any way, the way the girls acted afterward raised many suspicions within their partner's heart. And despite the girls reassuring their partners many times that Su Yang only gave them a normal massage, who in their right mind would believe that a mere massage could make them act like dogs in heat? A few moments later, the door opened, and Su Yang calmly walked outside with a nonchalant expression. He glanced at the dozen angry men standing before him like a group of angry protesters, and said, I apologize, but I do not touch men. His words further increased the crowd's anger. Who the fuck said that we are here to enjoy your service? How dare you touch my girl? Because of you, she has been refusing to cultivate with me as of lately. Su Yang, what did you do to my Shar? After meeting you, she dared to tell me that I am not enough to satisfy her. Hearing the crowd's complaints, Su Yang couldn't help but chuckle. So, you all came here to blame another man for your inability to satisfy your own girl? And you call yourselves a man? How laughable. What did you say? You are courting death, Su Yang. Su Yang shrugged at their anger and said, it is normal for male disciples to cultivate with more than one female disciple at a time, and vice versa, so why are you all so upset that they are seeing another man besides yourself? The fact that you cannot satisfy your partners means that you are no longer useful to them. No matter how talented you are or how vigorous your Yangqi is, if your partner does not find pleasure in cultivating with you, then you are worthless. Su Yang's harsh words struck pain into the heart of everybody there. It felt to them as though their heart was pierced by a sharp sword. While it was normal for disciples to have more than one cultivating partner at a time as it is more convenient and efficient than having just one, nobody there wanted to admit that Su Yang, who was known for being useless and never considered a threat to anyone, was better at pleasing their partners than them. In a sect where dual cultivation is the norm, losing your woman to another man is far worse than death, even more so if the girl left because the other man was doing a better job at pleasing them. Furthermore, admitting defeat meant that you were accepting the fact that you were inferior to another man, a man's worst nightmare. Su Yang, I want a death match. Me, too. The crowd was so irritated and speechless that they began talking about fighting a death match, as that was the only thing they could think of that would lessen the shame and embarrassment that have faced today. HMPH. Besides raw strength, what else can you all say with confidence that you are superior when in front of me? Su Yang coldly snorted and continued. A bunch of kids that cannot even satisfy their own woman dares to approach my doorstep and bark like dogs. What a bunch of fools. When it comes to dealing with women, Su Yang would turn into a kind prince no matter the situation. However, when he has to deal with men, annoying ones at that, he would turn into the devil and consume their confidence as a man and force them to their knees. Even in his previous life, Su Yang was the bane of all men, an existence that would force the males into experiencing anxiety, as they fear that Su Yang would snatch their women with a mere glance. You do not dare to fight me, and you call yourself a man? If your techniques do not work in the battlefield, then you are just as worthless. Su Yang smiled at their words and said, 100 premium points and I will enter the stage for a death match. What, you want us to pay you to fight? How shameless. Su Yang shrugged. I am a busy man. If you want to waste my time, then you need to pay up, just like your partners did when they approached me for pleasure instead of you. He said with a grin, causing the crowd to explode in anger. Su Yang, I will fucking kill you today. 100 premium points it is. Fight me to death right now. Fuck, I will pay you 150 premium points to fight me first. 200. Su Yang accepted the highest offer of 250 premium points with a smile and nodded, very well. Then let us make a request to the sect and schedule our. Right now, I want to fight right now. Su Yang shook his head and said, I have already been warned once by a sect elder. Before we step onto the stage, we must get permission from the sect. Until then, our death match will have to wait. What, but you have already accepted my payment. This and that are two different things. Su Yang. Su Yang only smiled with a calm expression at the raging scene. Because the sect forbids any fighting amongst disciples unless officially approved by the sect, he wasn't worried that they might attack him out of nowhere. However, even if they did, he was confident in his own abilities. As someone with countless same experience in his previous life, Su Yang was not dumb enough to offend others without having absolute confidence in his victory. With his current abilities and resources, he was confident that he could stay safe even if every outer court disciple within the sect knocked on his door.